Hello and welcome to this video for the OneDay Swing Trades. This is Mark Silberman, and I just wanted to take you through a quick walkthrough of the OneDay Swing Trades and just kind of show you why and how the strategy is a true set and forget for Forex. Basically what we do is we place our trades once per day, so once every 24 hours. There's always an exact entry, there's always an exact target, and there's always an exact stop. And the beauty is, for instance, you're looking at MetaTrader here on the Euro US dollar, you can just place those trades with your MetaTrader broker in advance of them triggering and then literally walk away. This is not the type of strategy that you want to monitor. You place the trade, like I say, once every 24 hours. Unlike a robot, you're actually in control of the strategy. You're placing your trade, and really empowering yourself when it comes to trading typically is going to lead to much better results. In addition, this isn't a situation where you've got thousands of traders who have a robot turned on, all chasing basically exact entries across all brokers, because what we'll have is each broker will be a little bit different depending upon where you're running the strategy. In addition, we have multiple currency pairs that we work with, and we can trade off of both the 1 hour and the 4 hour chart. So you got lots of flexibility with the strategy, but basically you learn it one time and then the rules are the same across the board. It's very visual, so when you go in to place your trades, you're always going to see on the chart the exact entry, target, and stop. So for instance, right here, this little diamond is my entry price, and the dot up here, because this is going to be a buy, is going to be my target, and this is going to be my stop. And as you know, in MetaTrader, you can literally place this entry. In this case, the entry is 1.3627. So I would just place that as a buy, 1.3627 plus spread. So on my broker, it's 2 pips. So I'd make that 1.3629, and then I would place my target at 3.689, and it gives me my exact stop, 3.565. And literally, you place that trade and you walk away and you let it trade, whether it's overnight, during the day when you're at work, and you let it do what it needs to do, is what we always say. And as you can see on this one, it triggers. In this case, this is early, late at night New York time, goes through the European hours, and eventually rallies on to full target. Now, this is quite a few number of hours. If you're a day trader, this is going to have you pulling your hair out. But the beauty is, with the one-day swing trades, you have no further responsibility other than to go ahead at the end of the day, of course, and cancel any trade that's not filled, or close a trade that may not have hit target or stop yet, which can happen for sure. So, you know, on this trade, we pick up a very easy entry, like I said. In this case, you can see at 3627, and we pick up our target up here, in this case at 3689. So we get kind of roughly about 62 pips on that one, and it's all with the walk away. So as we scroll through here, let's look at a few more trades. You can see there was a buy up here that, in that case, right, I told you if it doesn't trigger during the day and we come in at the end of the day, just cancel it. The next day here, and this is all very current trading when I'm recording this. This is a short trade, and you can see clearly that's going to fill. In this case, it's getting short at 3.599, and it's going to hit its target at 3.552, which that's going to pick up, doing some quick math in my head, about 47 pips. Again, it triggers, it goes up, down, up, down, up, down. You know, if you're somebody who watches the market all the time, you know the stress of that. The beauty of this is you don't need to do that. You just let it do what it's going to need, you know, what it needs to do. Another short here, it triggers. Obviously, this one's real quick, in under an hour, maybe even faster. It triggers at 3.490. Again, 100% mechanical, and it hits target at 3.442. So that one picks up. In this case, it's another 48 pips. So in the series of 3 trades, you know, we picked up almost 150 pips. Now, not every trade's going to win, of course. We have a short trade here that never triggers during the day. Another short trade here the next day that doesn't trigger, but you know, it takes me literally 10 seconds to place the trade. If it doesn't trigger by the end of the day, I just cancel and I move on. This one doesn't trigger. Now here's a buy that will eventually trigger about 5 hours later. Again, I'm not around. It's choppy as could be, but look at it. Pretty beautiful, right? Eventually when it triggers right here, it rallies to target, and we pick up. In this case, we go long at 3.508, and we hit target at 3.552 for 44 pips. Let's see if we can find a losing trade, just so you can see one of those. Okay, this long here would actually end up triggering. Now you see a short down here, but it ends up flipping to a buy setup. We place the buy setup. Clearly it's going to trigger here. It's not going to make target. So on this one, we go long at 3.390. we end up hitting our stop on that at 3347. So we give back 43 pips on that trade, but look, the very next day we come back with a really nice short 3313, and we get out at 3276 in that case. So we pick up just about everything that we lost on the prior trade. The next day is a nice one. Starts with a short setup, doesn't trigger, ends with a buy setup, triggers right there, rallies to target. Clearly that hits your exact target, so you pick up yet another nice trade. And all the targets are very dynamic, so as the market range gets wider, the targets get bigger. As the market settles down and is quiet, you're going to notice it's going to fine-tune itself to market conditions. This is one of my favorite trades because we had this buy trade here recently, yesterday. It triggered long, it rallied, and then it faded sharply, but my stop is here. Okay, so you can see it was underwater, and then look what happened. It flipped around and rallied to target. Now again, a day trader, somebody watching the markets or sweating every little tick, right? Very, very stressful trade. But for our traders, you know, they placed the trade, hours later it filled, no responsibility at that point. Your job is to place the trade and then walk away. Again, unlike a robot, you're placing the trade, have full control over it, but it works the same way where you're not having to micromanage the trade. And today we had a really great one. There was some news that came out right here, and it triggered and shot, well, way past target in this case. So this has been a pretty incredible series. I'm not going to say it always is this great. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 wins, 1 loss, but really, really nice. Probably well over 300 pips here over the last couple weeks. It definitely can get hot like this at times. But the nice thing is, again, odds are in your favor. We like to trade multiple currency pairs to kind of diversify a little bit. You can see, you know, to place a trade is about as long as it takes. I mean, literally, if you can go ahead and, you know, bring up your order entry box and place a trade, as long as you, as much time as it takes you to place a trade in MetaTrader, right? Pending order, you know, buy stop, put your price in, your stop loss and your target. That's how much time it takes to trade literally one of these, and you're good for 24 hours. So I hope that was interesting. We'll do some more videos. I'll show you in some subsequent ones some 4-hour charts as well. Have a great trading session, and we'll be back with you soon. And again, just one final reminder, if you're interested, all you got to do is just head on over to OneDaySwingTrades.com, as you see right here, and you can go ahead and learn how to get started with the strategy. So appreciate it. Take care.